Yes, so we are learning about the central and state government, isn't it? Yes, so we have central government and state government, and the president, prime minister, other ministers all constitutes the government. So we were learning one by one, like president, the head of the entire country. Yes, and we learned about the qualification of a presidentship, the powers of a president. Then we learned about the parliament, the law-making body of the government, and its two houses, Lok Sabha and Raj Sabha. Now, for administration purpose, for administration of justice, we have courts also. We have courts for administration purpose. We have courts also, and the Supreme Court. It is in New Delhi, the highest court in India. Supreme Court is the highest court in India. So we have its decisions are final actually for administration purpose or for managing the duties, responsibilities of the country. Of the for government to manage the duties, responsibilities to rule the entire country. Okay, we have Supreme Court also. We have court. So Supreme Court is the highest court in India. It is in New Delhi. Its decisions are final. We have other courts also in state. It is high courts, and we have other courts in district level also. Yes. So first we will learn about the Supreme Court, which is the highest court in India. Supreme Court, the highest court of the judicial body, we say, or the highest court in India. It is in New Delhi. Yes. Indian Constitution establishes an integrated judiciary with the Supreme Court as the highest and final judicial tribunal of the country. Yes, it is the Supreme Court is the highest court in India. Its decisions are final, and final judicial tribunal means the highest authority. The person with highest authority is there in the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court is located in New Delhi, consists of 8 judges. So the Supreme Court consists of 8 judges. Supreme Court consists of 8 judges, including the Chief Justice. Yes, Chief Justice at the time of commencement of Constitution. Yes, when the Constitution began, in the beginning of the Constitution. In 1950, our leaders framed the Constitution. So that time in the Supreme Court we had 8 judges, along with including the Chief Justice we have 8 judges. So Chief Justice is in Supreme Court. Yes, he is the main person over there. So we learned in the powers of president, isn't it? He has the power to appoint the Chief Justice of India. Yes, Chief Justice, he is in Supreme Court. Yes. So at the time of commencement or the beginning of the Constitution, there were 8 judges, including the Chief Justice. But now, originally Supreme Court of India consisted of a Chief Justice and 7 other judges. Actually, Supreme Court now, originally we have a Chief Justice and other 7 judges. Parliament may by law increase or decrease the number of judges, so of the Supreme Court as and when required. So Parliament, according to the law, they are the law making body of the government, according to the wish they can increase or decrease this number. It can be 7, it can be 8, or it can be 9, again it can be less also. So this number, it is not fixed. So 8, currently we have 7 judges and Chief Justice there. By the law of Parliament passed, there are currently 27 judges. See, before it was 8, then 7, now see 27 judges, including Chief Justice of India, against a maximum possible strength of 31. As per the Constitution of India, judges of the Supreme Court retire at age 65. So according to our Constitution of India that formed in 1950, they have made a rule that judges should retire at the age of 65. At the age of 65, the judges in the Supreme Court, how many judges are there? Their age, if it crossed 65, then they have to retire from the work, from the job, from the position. Yes. So Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, he is appointed by the President of India by the advice of Prime Minister. So already we learned about the power of president, that he has the power to appoint the Chief Justice of India. So the Supreme Court is the highest court in India. It has a supreme power. We say its decisions are final, and the number of judges in the Supreme Court, it varies according to the Parliament. By law, there's a chance of decreasing and increasing the number of judges over there. And anyway, the judges should retire at the age of 65. Yes. Chief Justice is the main justice in the Supreme Court. He is appointed by the President on advice of Prime Minister. Then appointment. Chief Justice of India is appointed by the President of India. The appointment of the other judges is carried by the consultation of the President and the Chief Justice. So other judges are also, they should appoint Chief Justice. First he will appoint, President appoints him, then other judges are there. So other judges, how they are appointing? President and Chief Justice, both of them, they consult and they appoint the other judges in the Supreme Court. However, the President is not bound to follow the advice of the Chief Justice. Yes. Now, salaries and allowance. The Chief Justice of Supreme Courts get a salary of 2.8 lakh per month. Chief Justice of India in the Supreme Court, he gets the salary of 2.8 lakh per month. But now it has been increased, and other judges also, they are getting 2.5 lakh per month. The official residence is allotted for free. So the official residence, so they have given the house or residence for a house to stay. Official residence it is allowed for free, and any journey linked to the duties is free. If they want to go to a journey related to their official work, it is also free from the government side. They have given free house to live, free residence for them to live. It is the official residence of them. Still they retire from their position, they can live there. And also the journey, if they have any traveling or journey related to the duty, they can go free of cost from government. The residence and journey also free, other than the salary. Now the salary has been increased a lot. Yes, so Supreme Court, it is the highest court in India. Yes, for administration purpose, we have courts also for administration, for justice, to carry out all these responsibilities, duties, to manage the duties. We have courts also. So Supreme Court is the highest court in India. It is in New Delhi, and the main person over there is the Chief Justice. We have other judges also. Chief Justice is directly appointed by the President, and Chief Justice and President together, they consult and they appoint the other judges. The number of judges, the number can be varied, it can be increased or decreased, and all the judges should retire from their position at the age of 65. Yes. Children, we were learning about central and state government, isn't it? Yes. So India is a union of states, and India is divided into number of states, 28 states and 8 union territories, and we have a central government for the entire country, and also we have a state government for each state, isn't it? India is a big country, a vast country. To rule the whole country by a single person, it is not possible. So India has been divided into different states, so that each state has its government, and each government ruler can take care of or he can solve the issues of the complete state, isn't it? Yes. And we learned that India is a land of largest democracy. People choose the leader. People vote for the favorite party, political party, and through elections, and the party that wins, that party that get maximum number of vote, that party win the elections, and they form the government. The Prime Minister, President, Prime Minister, other ministers, they constitute the union government, and President is the head of the entire country. Prime Minister is the powerful head of the government. So we learned about President, isn't it? Yes, he is the head of the entire country. He has military powers. He appoints the chief of army, navy and air force. He is the supreme commander of the armed forces. and his term period is 5 years. He is elected by the Electoral College. Electoral College means the elected members of the parliament and the members of the legislative assemblies of the state. Then we learned about the qualification of presidentship, that he must be a citizen of India. The most important thing, and his age should not be less than 35 years. He must complete 35 years of age, and he should be a member of Lok Sabha, and also the other he should possess other qualification as prescribed by the parliament. Then we learned about the powers of president. Yes, he has the power to appoint the prime minister. He appoints the prime minister, other ministers, Chief Justice of India and judges, Chief Justice of States and judges, then Attorney General, then Comptroller and Auditor General, Governors of the State, Chief Election Commissioner, UPSC Chairman and members. So these are the powers of a president. Then we learned about Parliament. It is a law-making body of a government that helps the government to be more responsible. It helps the government in ruling the country. That is Parliament. It has two houses, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Lok Sabha is the House of People and Rajya Sabha is the Council of States. Yes, we learned about both these houses, isn't it? So Lok Sabha, the maximum strength is 5. Now at present it is 545, and the 2 members are nominated directly by the president. They represent Anglo-Indian community. The other members are from the states and union territories. Then we learned about the qualification to be a member of Lok Sabha. He must be a citizen of India. He should complete 25 years of age, and he should possess other qualifications as prescribed by the parliament. Then we learned about Rajya Sabha, the Council of States. The maximum strength of Rajya Sabha is 245 members. Yes, and they are indirectly elected for 6 years term. This Rajya Sabha members, yes. Lok Sabha, they are directly elected by the people. Then in Rajya Sabha, the maximum strength is 245. 12 are nominated by president, and these 12 members should have highly educated, or they should be highly educated. They should have knowledge. They should expert in art, science, literature, then social service and all. The other members, 238 members, represent states and union territories. Then the qualification, he must be citizen of India, and the age limit is 30 years. He must complete 30 years of age. Then for administration purpose, for justice, we have Supreme Court. We have courts actually, and Supreme Court is in New Delhi. It is the highest court of India, and we have Chief Justice there and other judges also. Chief Justice is appointed by the President, and other judges, Chief Minister and Chief Justice, President and Chief Justice together, they appoint the other judges of the court. Yes, so that's about the Supreme Court. Then so we learned about up to here, isn't it? About President, his powers, then Parliament, about the 2 houses, then what we learned, Supreme Court, isn't it? Yes. Now we are going to learn about the powers of central government. Powers of central government. So we have central government for the entire country. For the whole country, we have central government, and central government they directly look after the union territories also. Yes, and what are the powers of central government? To specify an area as urban area for the purposes of agriculture income, as well as for treating it as capital asset. Yes, so to specify, to make an area as an urban area for agriculture income, for the purpose of agriculture income, we should get agriculture income. For agricultural purpose, they specify a particular area as urban area. So this decision is taken by whom? By the central government. Then to specify securities, bonds or savings certificates, interest whereon will be tax free in the hands of non-residents or non-residents Indian citizens. Yes, so there are many people, those who don't have own residence, own house, isn't it? They are Indian citizens, they belong to India, but they don't have residence. So for them to give securities and saving certificate, etc., that all decided by central government. Then approval of contract of service under various sections is done by the central government. Contract basis work, all the contract basis work for laying the road and all, contract basis work they give for the construction of any government buildings, then even construction of road and many other things. Contract work, they used to give contract work, a group of people take up the work and do. So all this contract work in all the sections, to do all this contract work, that approval is given by, yes, central government. Central government should say yes, okay, they should give the permission, then only they can, the other people can do this contract work for the government, various sections. Then monetary limit on encashment of leave at the time of retirement for tax exemption is determined by the central government. So in central government there are many other sections, other departments are there, where people are working there. Many people are working there in central government in various departments, in various sections. Okay, so when these people retire after a particular age, after when they become old, they have to relieve from the job, they have to stop the job, they have to retire. So that time to give the retirement for tax exemption, that money matter, everything decided by central government. That also central government should decide. Then tax-free allowance has to be notified by the central government. So for everything people have to pay tax, or they are paying a fee to the government in the form of money. It is called a tax for the service they are giving to us. So tax-free allowance also are there. There are some thing where we don't have to pay taxes. Tax-free allowance also are there. Like house rent, entertainment, etc. Then partially or no tax-free allowance. These all things, decisions are carried out by the central government. So central government powers are like, for first one, to specify an area as urban area for agriculture purpose, to get agriculture income. They make an area as urban area. That is that decision is taken by the central government, and the people, those who have no residence, still they are Indian citizens, for them to give the saving certificate, some security. This all are decided by, given by central government. And for the contract work in every area or in every sections, that are decided by central government. Then when the people retire, after the age limit, when the people retire from the government job, for them the cash, about the cash transactions, everything based on money matter, for tax exception, for them there won't be any, no need to pay the tax. And also those all dealings are carried out by central government. And tax-free allowance are there for certain things, that also are notified by the central government. So these are the powers of central government. Central government has great power because they are in the central government, means they are taking care of the entire country through other ministers, with the help of other ministers of each state and governors and all. But the whole country power is on central government, isn't it? So they have the power of doing all these things. Okay. Now officials at the central level. Central level, I told you there are different departments are there, where many people are working. Like each minister, there are council of minister. like president, prime minister, other ministers form the government, and these ministers have work in these departments. So like particular area of responsibility they have given, these ministers have been given to take care of, like this defense, then home affairs, agriculture, different departments are there. So many people are working there also. The people who look after the administration at various levels are called officials. So there are officials that who take care of the various departments, officials, administration, look after the administration, the ruling. The cabinet secretary is the highest official at the central level. Who is the highest official at the central level? Cabinet secretary. Cabinet secretary. He is the highest official at the central level. So he is the highest official. So there are many officials in various departments to carry out the administration level. For administration purpose, okay, the cabinet secretary, he is the highest official at the central level. He is assisted in discharge of his duties by a number of other officials. So to perform his duties, to manage his duties, there are many other people to assist him, to help him. So people who look after the administration at various level, on different level, we have many other leaders also, ministers also. They are called officials, and the highest official is the cabinet secretary. Cabinet secretary is the highest official at the central level, and to perform his duties, to manage his duties, other people are there to assist him, to help him. Yes, so that's about central government. Okay, central government is for the entire country. Central government is for the entire country. They look after the union territories also, and they have many powers. So we have already learned about the powers of central government. And for administration, there are people who look after different administration level. They are called officials, and the highest official in the central level is cabinet secretary. Now we will learn about the state government. So we have state government also. India is divided into different states, 28 states, and each state has a government to look after the issues or take care of the issues of that particular state. Yes, so chief minister is the head of that state. Each state has a CM or chief minister, we say, and governor has the highest authority in the state. So the governor, chief minister, and other ministers, they form the state government. Okay, yes, so each state has state government to look after the issues of that particular state, and chief minister is the head of the state. Governor has the highest authority in the state. So governor, chief minister, and all other ministers, council of ministers, they all forms the state government. So we will learn more about state government now. Okay. Yes, so the next is the state government. So we learned about central government. Now it is the state government. Yes, so each state has a government called state government. The government at the state level is known as the state government. This is the government at the state level. The governor, chief minister, and other ministers constitute the state government. So who all constitute the state government? Governor, who has the highest authority in the state, governor. Then chief minister, governor, chief minister, then other ministers are there. Okay, they all together forms the state government. Now about governor, we learn about governor. Okay, the governor is the nominal executive head of the state. He is the head of the state, and all executive authority of the state is vested in him. Yes, he has the highest authority in the state. The governor of a state is appointed by whom? By the President of India. So President appoints the governor of a state. President has the power to appoint the governor of the state. That we have already learned the powers of a president. One of the power of a president is to appoint the governor of each state. The governor is appointed for a term of 5 years. Yes. So the term period of a governor, for how many years he can continue as a governor? Yes, for 5 years, and hold the office with the consent of the president. Yes, whatever he have to do, he has to take the permission of the president, with the consent of the president, with the permission of him, with the agreement of the president. He can hold office. The governor gets a monthly salary of 3.5 lakh in addition to free residence and other allowance. Yes, his salary monthly is 3.5 lakhs. Now it has been increased. Okay. Yes, and other allowance are there, like he can he can be in his home without paying any money, because government is giving free residence for him to stay, free home, and other allowance, other money, some money allotted to him for doing his duties, some allowance government used to give. So he has the highest authority on the state, and president appoints the governor of his state, and his term period is 5 years. He can hold the office with the consent of the president, means with the permission of the president. Then the executive power of a state is vested in the governor of the state, and all executive actions of the government of the state are taken in his name. Yes, so all the actions of the state government, whatever decision has to be taken, everything governor has the power to decide. He appoints the council of ministers. So governor appoints the other ministers, which for what? To hold and advise him in the discharge of his functions. So governor alone cannot do all the things, so he appoints other ministers. These ministers help him in doing his duties, to manage his duties, to help him in duties. This ministers assist him, they help him. He appoints chief minister, and on his advice appoints other ministers of the state. So governor has the power to appoint the chief minister of the state. Governor appoints the chief minister of the state, and with chief minister and governor, both of them together appoints other ministers also of the state. He appoints the chairman and other members of the State Public Service Commission. So governor appoints the chairman, or like Union Public Service Commission in the for the central government. Here for the state government we have State Public Service Commission, who will take up all these exams of the state government. So he appoints the chairman for that, and he appoints the advocate general. We have advocates, we have lawyers, judges in our high court. In Supreme Court is the highest court in the India. It is in the the main court. Its decisions are final. So we have other courts in states. They are state high courts. So there also judges are there, advocate general, everyone are there. So governor can appoint advocate general. He nominates certain number of members of legislative council. Yes, each state has a legislative assembly or council. So for appointing the members, the governor appoints. Okay, so these are the powers of a governor. So governor has the highest authority in the state. Governor has the highest authority in the state, and president appoints the governor of each state, and the term period of governor is 5 years. He can hold the office for 5 years with the consent of the president, or with the permission of the president, and all the power of the state is fully vested in governor. So all the decisions governor can take about all the state related decisions, issues, everything, and for assist him, to help him, there are other ministers also. Yes, so he appoints the chief minister of the state, and governor together with chief minister appoints the other ministers also. They appoint that governor appoints the advocate general. He appoints the members of the state, chairman and members of the State Public Service Commission. Yes. Then what are the qualifications to become a governor? For being a governor of a state, following are the qualifications. Yes, as we always say, there should be whoever, if he is a president, prime minister, if he is a president, prime minister, or governor, chief minister, whatever, he must be the citizen of India. Qualification, the first time primary important is like he must be the citizen of India. He must not be less than 35 years of age. So he should complete 35 years of age. Then only he can become a governor. He must not be a member of either house of the parliament or state legislature. Okay, if he want to become a governor, if he should not be any member of any legislative state legislature, and at the same time any house of the parliament. Parliament has two houses, Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha. So this person should not be any member of these houses at all. And he must not hold any office or of profit. He must not running any business, anything like that. He should not be a business person. He should not hold any office, or he run a business under of profit and all. So he must be citizen of India, the main thing, and the age limit is 35, and he must not be any member of the houses of the parliament and state legislature, and he must not hold any office of profit. These are the qualifications to become a governor. Yes. So state government. At the state level, we have state governments, and governor, chief minister and other ministers form the state government. And governor has the highest authority in the state. All the state related matters, issues, decisions are taken by the governor. He is appointed by the president, and he appoints chief ministers and other ministers. There are other ministers to help him in discharging his duties, to manage his duties. Yes, he has also power to appoint the State Public Service Commission chairman, then Advocate General and all. And the qualification to become a governor is he must be a citizen of India, and he must complete 35 years of age. He should not be any member of any house of the parliament, and he must not hold any office of profit. Next is state legislature. So we learned that in the qualification of governor, he should not be any member of state legislature. Let's see what is a state legislature. The constitution provides for a legislature for each state. So each state has a legislature. Okay, each state has. Some states have bicameral legislatures, means two chambers, two types of legislature for some states. The upper house is called legislative council, and the lower house is called legislative assembly. So the upper house is known as what? Legislative council. Upper house is legislative council. And the lower house is called as legislative assembly. Legislative assembly. Upper house is legislative council, and lower house is legislative assembly. Under state legislature, we are learning about state legislature. Okay, state legislature. Yes, state legislature. And in state legislature, the upper house is called legislative council, lower house is called the legislative assembly. So each state has state legislature. Each state has a state legislature. So the members of this legislative assembly are elected by the people. For legislative assembly, these members are elected by the people for 5 years term. So legislative assembly, we are going to learn about the legislative assembly now. Okay.